Welcome to a top 15 matchup with plenty of intrigue because it's the SEC versus the Big 12. Two conferences with a long history of animosity. Welcome to the home of the Big Orange Nation. Massive Neyland Stadium, home field of the Tennessee Volunteers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on last season's national champions, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Away to get us going. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. First down, looking to throw the football. Short pass, finds the tight end. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion makes it second and medium. Handoff to the back. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
I love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
And the Volunteers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, this was a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. Timing here is impeccable.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain. So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Completion to the left on fourth down. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Wow, a risky call here on the opening drive of the game by the head coach, and it pays off for a touchdown. I love to see that aggressive attacking style by this offense.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks it open space. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on an offensive line and their running back.
The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
He's stopping behind the line. That'll set up fourth down now.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he'll drop back here on third down. Deep shot toward the end zone. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Looking for his big tight end. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And looking to throw now on first down. He lets it go. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here, they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs. They can not just catch the ball.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Bringing pressure. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Boy, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Kearse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in '06 when the Gators won the national championship. We're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. quarter with a crucial play, often setting up for this third down. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Breaks clear over the right side. And they chase him down. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Tennessee.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over. The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. On 1st and 10, look at the throw. The ball is caught. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
The Gators with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looking to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Quick throw to his receiver. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
They go backwards on that 3rd down completion. Sets up a 4th down.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
So 4th down and 12. The offense is on the field to go for it. Looking to throw it again. The pocket breaking down. But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Running out of time in the pocket. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up fourth down.
27. Now, fourth down.
The Vols will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Receiver in motion now. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. And is intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway. The offense, the football at the 46.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Play action here on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. Inside the 40. At the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Vols. A crucial pick six.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the move now. And it's incomplete even on the first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. The quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive...
Football comes out. The defense has got it. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment.
With the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
And the single back takes the handoff. They finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loss of 4. Brings up third down.
Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Direct snap. Rollers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Chris, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
And the point after is right down the middle. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. The Gators looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
First down for the offense.
Here's the handoff. As the first down is still going. They get him down, but he crosses midfield. Spot the ball to 44.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Vols will kick it deep to begin the second half. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. A lot of work to do in the second half. Down big. Can they get something going right now? And finally, he's looking deep down the left side. He makes the grab. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, believing in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
Gives it to the back. He's past the marker and still going. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Oh, and he fumbles. He's scooped up by the defense. They bring him down after a short return, but this defense comes up with the takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. An inside give now from the shotgun. Will not be brought down. Now here he goes. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground. And momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. I mean, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
And the replay booth has to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. And the Vols are in the red zone. Looks like the QB is changing the play.